Sometimes I think you ought to follow your instincts. I really do. Because, you know, Dungeons and Dragons, Among Thieves, Honor Among Thieves, that was a movie I really wanted to go see at the theater. And at the last minute, my buddy kept texting me the Friday, we was coming up on that Friday it was going to be released, right? So, this is not a review, by the way. This is me giving you my little input. Because I can't do reviews. This movie's been out a while, so I know I'm not going to get that many reviews. And that's fine. It's just that I want to upload stuff. I said I want to upload. I didn't say I have to. I said I want to. So anyway, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. I kept telling my friend, yeah, man, we gotta go see that, man. We gotta go see that. That's one I really want to go see. And then I decided I didn't want to go see it because I just thought, man, I said there's probably gonna be something in there I don't like. They're gonna probably make the men look like they're a bunch of weak asses and all that kind of stuff. And I kept sitting there going, man, I don't want to go in there and sit in that theater and then be like, man. And man, was I wrong. Man, was I wrong. And my buddy kept texting me. He said, you sure you don't want to go see that movie? I said, no, I don't want to go see it, man. I changed my mind. And he wanted to go see it, but I decided not to see it, so he didn't go see it either. So anyway, fast forward, you know, I was like, you know what, man, I don't work that many weekends because my job, man, we go from working all these crazy hours to just 40 hours and just having the weekends off. So, I got the weekends off. I'll be honest with you, when I work 40 hours and I got the weekends off, I actually feel like I'm on vacation because I am all about making that money. I am all about making that. They give me 2 hours a day, which is 10 hours, and they give me 8 on Saturday. I ain't lying, you guys. The check is fat. So that's why I don't drop that many videos on this YouTube channel because I know I ain't got that many subscribers. I know I don't get that many views. I'm just doing this for fun. So anyway, to get back on this, so I decided to watch it, right? So I'm like, yeah. So I got restless because I was like, I don't know why I was so restless that night. So I watched it and then I said, I'm going to sleep. So I went to sleep. I waited a couple more days. I started watching it again. I said, I can't get into this. And it was because I was not in the mood to watch a movie. That's why I try to get people to understand. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know how YouTubers do it. I know it's probably their job. I know they get over 1,000. They get over what? You get over 100,000 subscribers, you get your little play, and then you can start saying, like, real quick. I notice when I follow people and they get big, they get their little plaque, and then I was like, oh, they dropped another video, man. They'd be like, they'll open up, talk about stuff, and they go in about almost a minute and a half, and they go, and by the way, this video is sponsored by so-and-so, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Now they're getting sponsored because they have to make sure they throw their little sponsor, and I'm like, damn. It's crazy how they get big, and all of a sudden they got, but I can't blame them. Back to Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. This is a kick butt movie. I mean, this movie deserves 4.5 stars. I would give it 4.5 stars. Now, this is on my Amazon account, so I can't give it a ratings. But I can get on my phone and pull it up, and they'll have an app on there where you search Google and it'll pop up and you can give it a rating. But wow, this thing is freaking awesome, man. I was like, dang, Vic, I said to myself, you should have went to see. I should have followed my instincts because 2 movies that I decided not to go see was Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, and Avatar. And I had dropped the video about Avatar and told y'all how that movie just blew me away. I knew I should have went to the theater to see that. Avatar, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, I should have followed my instincts because this movie is freaking awesome. I thoroughly love this movie because it's so weird because when I finally got in the mood to watch a movie, that's why I was trying to tell you guys, sometimes you're just not in the mood to watch a movie. How can you sit down and watch a movie when you're forcing yourself to watch a movie? Because I get real restless. I'm not going to lie. I was in this house today and I was taking vacation because y'all know yesterday that there was a holiday yesterday, right? So I worked out, cleaned my house, all that stuff, and I just was restless. I was going to sit down and watch The Black Demon because I've been jacked up for that movie. I decided to take a bike ride. Yeah, I decided to take a bike ride, and then I had a couple things come in from Amazon, and I was like, man, I just don't feel like just sitting here, So I had a good workout in. I did almost 7 miles on the bike path, and then I came home. I watched The Black Demon, which is really good, by the way. Y'all should check that out. I'll read the plot synopsis and we'll go from there. A charming thief whose daughter has been kidnapped by a con man and a powerful witch goes on a quest with his band of unlikely adventurers to gather mystical relics to rescue the child and save the kingdom from being turned into an army of undead. And that's exactly what this movie's all about. This movie is so freaking good, man. It's starring Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, and a few other people. But the studio is Paramount, and it's an hour and 38 minutes long. But I love this movie, you guys. I love this movie so much that I bought it, and I'm going to buy it physical copy too, a 4K physical copy, because I like physical. I just like having physical copies. So, you know, anyway, it just like it says, it's just a, they're on a quest, and man, the guy that played in Bridgerton, that light-skinned black guy, he's in there, and his character was good. It had who else was in this movie? I wish they would have the actors in here. Yeah, you had Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez. You had Ragi Jean Page is his name. That's the guy I was just telling you about, the good-looking black guy that was in Bridgerton. The first year. I missed him in the second season of Bridgerton, but he was in the first. He's a good actor. They had Justin Smith. He was in it. His character was funny, too. Sophia Lillis. She played as this little, with the pointed ears, that she could turn into, like, insects. She turned into this big bird-looking thing. That was my favorite thing she turned into. Had Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant, who don't like Hugh Grant? And then the girl that Chloe Coleman played as the daughter that he was trying to win back. And then Daisy Head is the girl that played the Wicked Witch. She's a good-looking girl, by the way. And then Spencer Wilding. I don't know. Spencer Wilding, he was also in Harry Potter, but he was in this too. But anyway, I just read you guys' cast. But anyway, I'm not going to even begin to review this movie, because you know why? It's because I can't. But what I can do is tell you how much I enjoyed this movie. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. And I was thoroughly wrong about this movie. Thoroughly wrong about this movie. And I knew that's two movies that I passed because I just keep thinking they're going to shoehorn some stuff in there. And they ain't shoehorn nothing in there. I totally enjoyed this movie. This movie had to be this movie's labeled as comedy, fantasy, adventure, and it's exactly like that. And what I like about a movie, when I see comedy, I normally don't watch it, because comedy is not that funny to me. It has to be extremely funny to make me laugh, and there was all kinds of things in here that they sprinkled in here that was funny. So anyway, you guys, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. It definitely deserves 4.5 stars. It definitely was a movie that I should have seen, and I was wrong for not going to see it. And it was thoroughly entertaining. And yes, it's definitely going into my 4K collection. God bless and take care, and we'll catch you in the next video. We'll see you.